Good afternoon, folks. Big Bo here with another great diesel Class A motorhome value from Parkway RV Center. Folks, we just got this beautiful 2002 Newmar Dutchstar. This is the model number 4095 diesel pusher. Now, folks, this is just how it came in. It hasn't even been washed. In fact, my wash crew is about to get on this as soon as I get done with this video. And the reason why I like to show you these things just as they came in, because when I look at used RVs, I don't want to see them after they've been fluffed up and everything else. I want to see them how the previous owner kept it. Other dealers don't do that, but folks, when I see other dealers doing something, I try to do the exact opposite. That's just the way I am. And folks, this is why I like to show these just like they came in, so you can see the condition it was in, how it was taken care of. I think that is a big plus when it comes to buying one, especially if you're one of the hundreds of ones that we sell a year that buy sight unseen. This unit, as you can tell, is beautiful full body paint. It's on a Freightliner XC Chassis. It's got 83,000 miles, which for a diesel is absolutely not even broke in. Big 330 horsepower Caterpillar diesel engine. It's the 3126B. You've got 330 horsepower and a class leading 860 pound-feet of torque, way more than a Cummins has in the same horsepower. You know, when it comes to a diesel, it's not about the horsepower, it's about the torque. The torque is what gives you your hill climbing power, your get up and go power, your mountain climbing power. So you get 860 pound-feet of torque, even if it's a 250 horsepower engine, it's going to run off and leave just about any gas burner eating its dust. I mean, this is a good looking motorhome, folks. The corners aren't beat up. It's a little dirty. We just drove it in from South Carolina. 2 slide outs, both with awning toppers. The tires, the date code on the tires show mid 2013, so I don't think you'll have to worry about tires for a while. Of course, it's got the big 22.5-inch tires. It's a pretty motorhome right here, folks, and if you didn't know the year model, you swear it was a lot newer. Something pretty interesting I found out about this motorhome is, you see, before I do every video, I sit down in the RV, I go over everything in it, I get out the books and manuals, I look through them. I like to be as accurate as I can possibly be in my RV ads and videos. And this is pretty interesting. 2014, the previous owners of this RV spent over $16,000 putting a brand new Onan 8.0 8 kW quiet diesel generator installed in this Newmar, which I couldn't imagine, you know, a diesel generator just 10 or 12 years old being worn out. But you know, if it can move, it can break. But they spent 15, I think, with labor and everything, putting a brand new Onan 8 kW RV generator. They didn't cheap out and put a Generac or a Kohler in it, or a used generator. And that's pretty impressive to me, because somebody obviously loved this motorhome and cared enough about it to spend that kind of money on it, instead of trying to get a used generator to pop in it or a cheaper brand. They went back with what was originally in it. It originally had a 7.5 kW, which they don't make anymore. It's got the 8 kW quiet diesel. It's running right now, very low hours. It's got the glass is perfect, windshield's perfect, power steps, full heated pass-through basement. I'll show you a couple of these compartment doors here. Now, we haven't cleaned this up, folks, so what you're looking at it is how it came in. And of course, you know, I'm going to clean it up, detail it, all that good stuff. But it's like I was saying, I like customers to see how these look when they first come in, to see how well it's been taken care of, because anybody can polish a rough one up and make it look like a diamond. But when you see how it's been taken care of, that's a good indicator that it's going to be a good motorhome, because it doesn't matter how good the deal is. If the RV's not been maintenance like it's supposed to, it's not been taken care of and clean like it's supposed to, you're asking for trouble. And this is why I try to show these things just how they came in. because you can be your own judge. But I mean, I'm gonna tell you from looking at it, somebody has taken immaculate care. Of course, these cost over $200,000 new, so not something the average RV shopper is going to buy new. These are very, very expensive motorhomes, these Newmars. Very high quality, very well insulated too. So of course, I want to show you something here. It's springtime. I mean, it's already 80, it's about 85 degrees outside. It's 117 on the skin of the motorhome. But you step in here, I've turned both the airs on about an hour and a half ago, 2 hours ago. And to be honest with you, it's almost like stepping into a walk-in freezer. This thing is ice cold in here, folks. And that's a sign of a well-insulated RV. And I'll show you the temperature here in a minute on the air conditioners. I want to start here in the front cab. Freightliner XC Chassis. So if you ever need service, Freightliner is the most common motorhome chassis out there. It's a brand that diesel mechanics learn to work on. You know, finding a diesel mechanic that can't work on a Freightliner is like finding an automotive mechanic that can't work on a Ford. They're just not out there. There's just so many Freightliner chassis out there that getting service and getting any kind of parts is not going to be an issue. 85,000 miles, folks. I said 83. It's got 85, 622. No check engine lights. That's just a parking brake light on because, you know, these Allison 3000 transmissions don't have a park setting. You have to turn the parking brake on while it's in neutral. It does have the Jake brake, the heated power mirrors, of course the HWH, hydraulic leveling jacks, battery boost, everything up here like it's supposed to. It's got a aftermarket brake controller. And this is really neat, folks. You know, most of the time dash airs don't work on motorhomes, and we don't guarantee dash airs because, to be honest with you, if you've ever owned one, they're pointless. It's like trying to cool off a 400-degree oven with a single cube of ice and expecting it to cool that oven off. It's just not going to do anything. So nobody ever maintains the dash airs in these because they're pointless. But the previous owners did maintain the dash airs. Look here, folks. Of course, now we're at idle, but look at this, folks. We're under 40 degrees at idle with the dash air on, and it's blowing it's almost spitting ice cubes at us. So that's just something neat I wanted to point out. Of course, the backup camera system works great. It's got a CD stereo. Like I said, the dash air works great. Of course, that's something that you'll probably never use, but it does have it. Got a compass and thermometer in the mirror, which they just stick them on there. Only thing they're good for is just to keep an eye on everybody in the motorhome. The TVs have been updated to HD TVs, and they did it without tearing up the cabinets. And you know, a lot of people who update these TVs, they try to put a lot bigger TV than it was originally designed for, and they just look horrible. But when they updated these TVs, they did a great job. Got a step cover. Of course, you got a generator. Everything's right here to control it. It's got the overhead vent fans. They work. You know, those are for defrosting the windshield. Backup camera works. The leather seats look great. These are those really soft flex steel captain's chairs. The driver's side is power, and so is the passenger side, and they both swivel for party seating. You've got a privacy curtain. You've got sunshades. And as we step back here, and I'm going to go ahead and cut the motor off. I've got the generator running right now, but you've got a lot of room back here. Now, the previous owners took the carpet out and put this linoleum down. It looks great, which I would do too, because who wants to clean carpet all the time? This is something you can just sweep and mop out and be done with it. It's got the opposing sofa floor plan. You've got the J lounge on one side, and then you've got a magic bed on the other. They're both leather. This magic bed makes a comfortable, almost a queen size bed that two adults can sleep on and be very, very comfortable. This dash air is ice cold. I mean, the roof air. Look at this, folks. I mean, it's pretty warm outside, and we're blowing. In fact, if I can get it up, look at that, folks. Low 30s. Into the 20s, blowing out of the roof air. That's cold. I don't think you're going to have a problem cooling this RV. I don't care if you're in a desert and 120 degrees. You run these roof airs, you're going to get nice and cool in here. And you can get this RV warmer or cooler than your own home. You know, this is a Newmar. Everything in here is top-notch quality. You know, you got the hardwood cabinets. It's got the padded headliner with a sound deadening material. You've got Corian countertops. Corian sinks that are seamless. You know, a lot of RV manufacturers just put stainless steel sinks, and you got a seam right here, and those seams, if you don't keep them caulked up, they'll eventually leak and cause damage. But you don't have to worry about it here, because Newmar spends the extra money to have a seamless Corian sink built in with their countertops. Got a countertop extender right here. Little fold-out cutting board, I assume. Got a nice size oven, stovetop. Good Lord, those things are heavy. And we're going to make sure everything works, folks. Of course, they left some stuff in here, but we've got a microwave. It's got a RV refrigerator freezer. This is a Dometic, and it's cold. Now, we haven't cleaned it yet, so like I said, you're looking at it just how it came in. I've got it set on number 3. I don't have it set up all the way to number 5, number 3, because I've got this real similar refrigerator in my motorhome, and this is what I keep it set on. But it's 40s, 50 degrees in the fridge, which is about where you want it. And of course, this right here is going to be well below freezing. So obviously that works, and it's only been on 2 hours, so it still hasn't even technically got to operating temp yet. You've got a table and chairs, and it does have 2 extra chairs in the rear closet. Here is all the books and manuals, a lot of service records in here. Like I said, that ticket for that generator's in there, where they had the generator put in. And this table stores up out of the way when you don't need it. Of course, you've got nice chairs, day-night shades in all the windows, matching window treatments, the fluorescent lighting throughout the entire RV. Really thick insulated roof. I mean, like I said, this is something that if you want to go up north in the wintertime, or down in South Florida in the summertime, and desert, Arizona, places like that, this RV is insulated for whatever kind of weather North America can throw at you. And it's got the upgrade fantastic vent fan. See that little blue mark right there? That's a raindrop, because it's got the rain sensor. This is a 41-foot long motorhome, folks. This is a big boy toy right here, no doubt about it. I've got a walk-through bathroom. Lord, it's cold back here. But anyway, you've got a glass shower door here. It's actually got a little tub, which, you know, it's not going to really be much for adults, but if you ever have kids or grandkids, it's a nice little thing to have. Got a skylight overhead. No signs of leak damage around the skylight. Again, you've got that seamless Corian sink back here and the Corian vanity top. Big medicine cabinet. Plenty of lighting. Got a private water closet. Again, got a really thick roof in here. Does have, let's see what's in here. It's probably going to be that is okay. They've got a dryer in here, folks. It's not a washer, it's just a dryer. Now, folks, if I know a lot of you, and me in particular too, I don't like the washers and dryers in these, but if you've got a need for one, and if you want to add a washer to this, or take the dryer out and put a washer dryer combo in here, just call our sales department and they'll be more than happy to give you a price on doing that. We're going to step here toward the back into the bedroom. Queen Island east-west bed. This is your second slide out in here. Really nice deep cabinets or storage underneath the bed. A lot of storage at the foot of the bed. Look at all that, folks. TV back here has also been updated to an HD TV. And you've got a large closet on the back too, which is always a nice plus. And another thing too, a lot of RVs, folks, you have a hump back here where the motor's at, but since this is more like a raised up floor, I'm not going to say a raised rail chassis, but higher than average, you don't have this big hump right here that you have to step over like you do on a lot of diesel motor homes, you know, when you go to this side of the bed. Here in the back, of course, here's your extra chairs, big hanging closet, lots of storage in here. Look how deep that storage goes back. I mean, this right here you can put a lot of stuff in here. I mean, this is a great deal for the money. Now, folks, you can NADA this, and it's got an NADA of well over $60,000. And, you know, of course, we go by what we pay for them, not what the book value is like everybody else does. You know, we're offering this RV to you. We're going to show you everything works. Once you purchase this RV, my RV techs are going to go through this thing. We've got a very extensive checklist. We're going to take it to a diesel mechanic, let them drive it, see if there's any issues with the running part of the chassis, and if there is, we'll take care of it before you pick it up. It takes us several days to do all this, but once you purchase it, folks, and after we check it out, we don't check them till we sell them, you're going to be well impressed with it. And here's the thing, folks, we're selling this thing for way under book value at only $54,900, and we'll trade. Financing is available. I can get you up to 180 months with approved credit, very low rates. Way under book, way under what other dealers are asking for their Newmar Dutchstars or 2002 4095s. I mean, I saw some dealers that had 01s with 120,000+ miles on them. They were asking more for their 01s than this 02 with 85,000. Great opportunity for somebody to get a great buy on a nice, clean, high-quality diesel. And you're looking at it just how it came in, folks. We're going to, of course, detail it, wash it up. We're going to make sure everything works after you purchase it. So it's going to look so much better in person than it does in the videos and the pictures. But like I said before, I like to show them, and I'm sure a lot of you out there appreciate the fact that I show these things just how they come in before we do a thing to it. You know, all I did was go out here, crank it up, turn everything on, turn the generator on. And right now, I will tell you this, folks, from me going over this RV, I don't see a thing that it needs or a thing that doesn't work. Now, I'm not an RV tech, and I haven't put water on it and checked the propane systems and all that stuff. We'll do all that. But I'm just telling you, from turning everything on, the airs, the fridge, generator, it doesn't need a thing that I can tell. So if you want a nice motorhome, save some money, I've got a great selection. Our owner bought a bunch of motorhomes, bought 12 today. And I'm going to be adding them to my YouTube channel and eBay as I get a chance to do them. Now, folks, if you want a sneak peek of them, call my salespeople. They'll tell you about what I have here that's not online yet. Or subscribe to my YouTube channel. This way you get email notifications every time I post a video, and I usually try to at least do one a day, sometimes two. It takes a while to go over these things because, like I said, I go through the books, the manuals, I research them. I try to give you as much accurate information as I can, and that takes a little while, plus all my other duties here too. But folks, you know, if you're in the market for a clean used RVs, you want to save a lot of money, you need to call us. We've been family owned and operated for over 48 years. We sell over 500 used RVs a year because of our prices. I mean, you look at this same RV at other RV dealerships, it's $64,900, $69,900, $72,900. Plus, they're going to charge you an $895 prep fee, $395 dock fee, $150 title fee, $100 temporary tag fee, and whatever else they can come up with. Well, folks, all those fees these other dealers charge you are 100% dealer profit and completely 100% unnecessary to purchase a used or new RV. At Parkway RV Center, we have no extra fees, folks. The price is what you pay. If you're a Georgia buyer, you pay Georgia sales tax since we are a Georgia dealer. We sell to every state in the United States, including Alaska and Hawaii, and we have sold RVs to all the states, including Alaska and Hawaii. And what you'll do is when you come from out of state, you pay your sales tax in your home state when you title the RV. We don't have any interest rate markup. Our interest rates start as low as 3% with approved credit. Other dealerships can get you done at 3%, but they mark them up to 4 and 5%. And when you figure financing, of course, they're $10,000, $12,000 higher than ours, but you figure $65,000, $67,000, $68,000 and paying 2 or 3% more interest rate than what you got approved for, they're overcharging you, or you're overpaying on payments by thousands of dollars over the life of an RV loan. At Parkway RV Center, we have no interest rate markup. The lowest possible rate we can get you is what you pay. I don't exploit customers just because they have to finance an RV like other RV dealerships do. Don't believe in it. If I catch anybody doing it, they're fired on the spot. Other RV dealerships do it, and I consider it the same as stealing. So, don't fall victim to that fee scam other RV dealers do, or the interest rate scams. It's all profit to these other big corporate dealers. And we're a family owned and operated RV dealership. We've got generations of families who only buy from us, and some of them live thousands of miles away because of the way we treat our customers and the bargains that we sell in our used RVs. We don't just go out and buy whatever's at auction and put it on our lot. We're very, very selective. Most other dealers buy what we turn down. In other words, 8 out of 10 motorhomes we look at, we don't buy because they don't meet our criteria. We've got a reputation to uphold, folks. We're a certified power seller on eBay, which is where this motorhome's going, plus about 20 other websites. We've got hundreds of positive feedbacks from customers who bought RVs from us from all over the country and really all over the world. We've got dozens of positive Google Plus testimonials from customers who bought RVs from us. And folks, we're not going to risk that reputation just to sell you a 2002 Dutchstar that may have stuff that I'm not disclosing, because I'm as completely honest as I can be in my descriptions, folks. I try to show you everything I can. Granted, I don't have a crystal ball and I don't have x-ray glasses, but I call it like I see it with my 20 plus years of personal RV experience. And this is a nice motorhome. Way nicer than a lot of O2s on the market today. In fact, nicer than most O2s. And that's why we have it on our lot. We don't have commission salespeople. That saves you a ton of money. Plus, you don't have to deal with all the high-pressure sales tactics like other RV dealerships do. Other RV dealerships pay their salespeople 25% of the gross profit as commission. So that means they have to mark their already higher prices up even more to pay the salesperson. That means that salesperson doesn't get paid unless they sell you something. And the last thing a commission salesperson wants to hear is, oh, I'm just thinking about buying an RV. I'm not going to do it for another few months or another couple of years. I just wanted to browse. Because they know if they don't get you to commit that day to buying an RV, that you're probably going to buy from somebody else. And all the time they spend with you is wasted because they don't get a dime for it. Well, folks, that's why they bring these sales tactics, these high pressure turnover closers and sales managers that come over there and hound you to death. And that's why a lot of RV dealerships won't even just let you drive up on their lot and start looking at inventory. You have to go through a sales office because they have all their RVs in a prison yard, what I call them a prison yard. Everything's locked up in a 10-foot tall barbed wire top fence, and you can't get in there without getting a salesperson who has a key to the lock gate. And that salesperson is going to get all your information, your credit information, your contact information, just to let you look on the RV lot. And then when that salesman's not going to let you look, they're going to follow you around and bring the pressure on the entire time that you're there. And I know it sounds familiar to a lot of you out there because you've been to lots like that. Well, we're completely the opposite. We've got 150 used RVs out here, folks. Everything's open. You come during the day, everything's open. Prices on the windshield. Park where you want to and look all you want. My salespeople will work on salary only, and if you need help, you just have to poke your head in the showroom and get one of my guys to help you. Now, folks, if you want dedicated time with the salesperson, in other words, you like this motorhome right here, you're very, very serious about it, give us at least 48-hour notice and call and make an appointment. This way my salesperson can spend dedicated time with you. We can have the unit plugged up or the generator on, have the air on so it's nice and cool, have everything on so you can check it out properly. You know, I've certainly, if you show up without an appointment, we're going to take care of you. But keep in mind, I keep 4 salespeople. They're on salary, so if I have more salespeople, I have to go up on my prices, because it doesn't matter to them whether you buy the RV or not. They don't make commission. But back to what I was saying, I have 200 plus calls a day come in, sales calls. I have 100 to 150 emails a day call in. My salespeople pretty much live on the phone and the computer selling RVs sight unseen all over the United States. So if you want to come in and look, you're certainly more than welcome to look. But if you want a dedicated time with a salesperson to answer all your questions, to walk around with you, look at RVs, if you'll call ahead, make an appointment with one of them. This way there's no shuffling back and forth or waiting 20-30 minutes for a salesperson to get freed up. This way it just makes it more efficient for us and you. I mean, you wouldn't go to your doctor's or dentist office without an appointment. And you know, granted, most of them can work you in just like we will, but you will have to wait, and that's what happens a lot of times out here. So really appreciate it, y'all. If you want to come and you're serious about buying this particular one or any of the other particular ones I've got out here that you call, make an appointment, just makes it a lot more smooth and easier for everybody, including yourself. And if you just want to come and browse, folks, you just come on out and browse. Everything's open. Everything's priced. You can look all you want. You don't have to worry about making an appointment for that, but just only if you're looking for a particular one that's you're serious about buying, then you want to call, make an appointment. We have customers fly in every week to Chattanooga, Tennessee Airport, which is 10 minutes from us. We pick you up for free during business hours, bring you back here. My RV techs go over the RV with you, give you a complete demonstration, of course, after it's been checked out, of course, and you drive it home. You know, the no commission sales policy, folks, saves you a lot of money, and our buyers love it because, you know, they don't have to deal with the stress and pressure of a high pressure sales situation. Because like I said, my guys get paid the same every week. It doesn't matter if you buy it or don't. So come on down, see us. Look forward to seeing you.